Okay, so now we're looking at Chapter 5, which is the chapter on socialization, self-development, socialization through the life course, and so forth. There are four main segments in this chapter, and we can go through those now. The first section of the chapter focuses on theories of self-development. We'll look at the differences between psychological and sociological theories of self-development, and we'll focus on the process of moral development and how that plays a role in society and patterns of socialization and so forth. Secondly, we'll focus on why sociology focuses on the idea of socialization. Why does it matter? We'll look at the importance of it at the level of society and the individual. We'll explain the nature versus nurture debate. In short, if you're familiar with this, nature suggests that our heredity, our biology impacts who we are, versus nurture, you think of how a parent nurtures a child. So a nurture perspective would suggest that a lot of our upbringing, our social environments impact our personality, our sense of self, and how we interact with others in society. Third, we'll look at agents of socialization. These could be any forces in society, institutions. It could be like education, the workplace, the family, in which socialization really has an impact on you as an individual. We'll first look at how socialization is a process in terms of roles, families, peer groups in the socialization process. We'll also look at how we're socialized through formal institutions, as I mentioned earlier, schools, workplaces, and the government. So you learn certain rules, for example, about manners or how to sit in rows and in a classroom setting, and that impacts your sense of self and impacts how you see the world in terms of socialization. The fourth and final section of the chapter, socialization across the life course. And what this suggests is that sociologists are trying to say that you start socialization processes at a very early age of infancy, as you move through childhood into teen years, adulthood, middle age, and later adulthood and aging. In all those phases, you are being socialized, often in different ways, in different contexts, in different social groups and so forth. So we'll first look at why and how socialization occurs throughout the life course. We'll then look at how people are socialized into new roles at age-related transition points. So for example, if you've gone to college, many of you are in college now, there may have been key moments there, almost like rites of passage, in which you transition into these new roles, these new opportunities as you move through life. And then lastly, we'll talk about what resocialization is and how it occurs. Classic example, someone goes into the military, into boot camp. We take the individual, the military takes the individual who is one way. We act on that person through processes, through rituals, through forms of training, learning, new roles, new expectations, even danger, and if you think of the military, and then they come out a new person. So resocialization is that process by which we essentially transform the individual in a very key, what's sometimes called a total institution. The military, prison are classic examples of a total institution. So this chapter is significant because we really do get into the many contexts in which we are socialized and why socialization is such a key concept for studies in sociology.